welcome to Lecture Loops channel. Today we are going to implement insertion sort algorithm with C programming language. So insertion sort is a very efficient sorting technique, and basically it is very good for partially sorted list and also for smaller data sets. So let's begin with the implementation, and now for that we take an array. This is our array X, and I have initialized this array with these many elements. 5 elements are there in total. So we need some more variables in our program, so I'm going to declare them, and one temp variable, and I will take one more variable. Okay, so these are some variables that we will require in our program. Now we'll start with the logic. So first of all I'm going to write the outer loop, and it goes like this. Now I'm going to explain this. Actually, now what we are going to do in insertion sort, basically we create two portions in the array. First portion is called sorted portion and the other portion is called unsorted portion. So first of all we will take this 55 as a sorted portion because there is only one element, so it is already sorted, and the rest of the part, this right hand side part, is unsorted, and there are 4 elements in unsorted part. Okay, so we will start from the first element of the unsorted parts, so that's why we have taken I equal to 1. Alright, and then we will take out, actually we will take out, virtually we will take out, not actually. So we will store, we are going to store this first element, this 33, in some variable like temp, so like this, and then we are going to compare it with each and every element of the sorted portion. Okay, right now there is only one element in the sorted portion, which is 55, so we are going to compare 33 with 55, and if 55 is greater than 33, which is true in our case, then we will shift 55 towards right, and then we will make a place here for 33, and then we are going to insert 33 in the sorted portion. So the basic key point is that there are we have to insert an element from the unsorted portion to the sorted portion, and the condition is that the sorted portion should remain sorted. For that we have to compare the element that we want to insert with each and every element present in the sorted portion, and then we will insert it at a proper location. So we'll see how we are going to do this. Now there is turn of the second loop. So we are having a second loop with j variable. Now we'll initialize j with I and see what we are going to do. First of all, the condition is j is greater than 0. This condition must be fulfilled along with other condition, which is xj minus 1 should be greater than temp. If both these conditions are true, then only we are going to then only this loop is going to be executed, the j loop. And in j loop what we are going to do, we are actually shifting the element, the greater element, towards the like this, towards right side, like this. Okay, so here what is going to happen, if j is greater than 0 and xj minus 1 means this element, if j is at this location, then we will compare xj minus 1 55. If it is greater than temp, then what we are going to do, we are going to shift xj minus 1 at the location xj. So one more index we are going to shift it towards right hand side. So in this way actually we are making place for the variable which is lesser than the this variable. So what we are going to do now xj is equal to temp. Okay, so in this way this is going to run, and now in the second pass, when the value of I will be 2, then there will be two elements in the sorted portion, and they will be like this. I am going to show you in the comments. They will become like 33, then 55, then 66, then 22, and then 44. Now what we are going to do, when I is equal to 2, then xi means x2, which is 66. Then 66 will be in the temp. So the value of temp will become 66 like this. And then what we are going to do, the value of j is I. J is 2. Okay. So j is also 2 means the value of j is also pointing at 66. Now j is greater than 0, yes, and xj minus 1, which is 55. Is it actually greater than 66? No. So we are not going to enter inside this loop. And then we will definitely we will move to this particular statement where it is written temp equal to xj, and the value of j, you remember, it is 2. So temp 66 will be placed again here. It means there is no shifting at all. Now again I am going to iterate this for I equal to 3. Suppose now the value of I equal to 3, the value of I is 3, then I is here at 22. Now we will see that what happens. Now the value of xi is 22, and now we are going to put the value of 22 inside this variable temp. Now we will check the j's loop will start from 3. Okay, because the value of I is 3, so it will start with 3, and it is greater than 0, of course. And then xj minus 1 means this variable 66. Is it greater than temp? Yes, it is greater than temp. So what we are going to do, we are going to place it at xj minus 1 is going to be placed at location xj, means 66 will be placed here like this. Alright, now again we will decrement j will become 2. So 0, 1, 2. Now j is here. Now again we are going to compare xj minus 1, which is 55. 55, it is greater. Is it greater than 22? Yes, it is greater than 22. So we are again going to, we have come inside the loop. So here what we have to execute this statement. Xj minus 1 has to be put at the location xj, means 55 has to be shifted like this. Understand? Now what j, again you decrement j. So 3, 2, 1. Now the value of j is 1. Again we will compare 33. J minus 1, which is 33, will be compared with 22. Is it greater than 22? Yes, it is greater than 22. Then we will again come here and we will shift 33 towards right side like this. Okay, so in this way we have shifted all the elements towards right, and now the value of j becomes 0, and then we are not going to execute this statement, and then we will come outside the for loop. Here we are going to put the value of temp inside xj, and you know that when we are coming out of this j loop, then the value of j has become 0. So in this way we are going to insert 22 here, and in this way the list is sorted. So this is the basic concept of insertion sort. So I hope you understood this. Now we are going to print this, and now for that I am not going to type. I will just copy it from here and conveniently and then put it here. Okay, so this declaration I should remove it because I have already declared I here, and that's all. Yes. So let's save this program and then execute it. Okay, so we have to put the value of n as 5 because there are only 5 elements are there in our array. Not a big problem. Yes, so you can see that here we are having this sorted array 22, 33, 44, 55 and 66. If you want to see that what exactly is going on, going inside this, in each and every pass, then I can also show you that. And for that we can do one thing. We can copy this . See, what I am going to do is I will show you each and every pass at what actually is going on. And this, and here we have to change the variable k equal to 0, Just don't go into the details, just see the output. Okay, then you will come to understand actually what I'm trying to do. Yes. Yes, now you can see in pass 1 it is 33, 55, 66, 22, 44. So 33 is inserted at the proper location and 55 is shifted downwards. In pass 2 you can see that there is no shifting, no requirement of shifting, and 66 is inserted as it is because 66 is greater than 33 as well as it is greater than 55. In pass 3 you can see that all the elements 66, 55 and 33 all are shifted downwards, and the 22 is inserted at its proper location. In pass 4 also you can see that only 66 and 55 are shifted and 44 is inserted at its proper location, and in this way at last we get this sorted array which is 22, 33, 44, 55 and 66. So in this way we can see that what is actually going on in each and every pass. So that's all guys, thank you very much, and please subscribe to my channel if you like the things, and if you have suggestions then please comment, then I will try to improve myself. And also I want to tell you that please like and comment my channel, and thank you very much.